So we're going to talk about the laws of attraction. Another fact that is widely known by scientists is the Earth and everything on the Earth, including you, is vibrating at a specific frequency. Never knew that. It's unique to the object or each person. From the smallest atom to the largest skyscraper, everything ever created is in a constant state of vibration, literally an energetic motion. So scientists have known that the Earth's vibrational frequency can fluctuate in intense energy, not only in the areas of extreme weather, but also around worldwide events such as terrorist attacks, natural disasters, and other instances of extreme human emotion. It's not much of a stretch to realise that throughout this intense emotions, we too can raise or lower or even match these vibrational frequencies in what we do. In fact, one of the main precepts of the laws of attraction is that every level of vibration frequency and the flow of energy is controlled by thought. Throughout your deliberate thoughts, you can bring to yourself vibrational harmony and attract anything you desire in that process. As a major focus of the secret is how to use your power of intention, that is, deliberate thought, to manifest what you want in life. And it's a 3-step process. Ask, believe, and receive. And we'll talk about step 1 today. So ask for what you want, not what you don't want. Let me explain. So every day you send out requests to the universe, as well as your subconscious mind in the form of thoughts, literally what you think about, read about, talk about, and give your intention to. This includes the books and the magazines you read, the television shows and the movies you watch, and the emails you answer, the websites you visit, the blogs you read, the music you listen to, the Facebook posts you read. It's all up here, programs you. Unfortunately, most of us, the thought is random and contradictory and non-productive, and certainly not deliberate. It happens without our conscious awareness or intention. Even worse, we send negative requests to the universe when we criticize ourselves, complain about things, and focus on the lack of abundance in our lives. We tend to look over the other side of the fence and think the grass is greener. Trust me, it's not. Similarly, when you blame, fault find, or judge someone or something else, you focus on the negative experience and you don't want. And the same is true when you worry. I often refer to worry as negative goal setting, really, when you think about it. You create pictures in your mind of what you don't want when you worry. Because of the law of attraction states that you attract into your life whatever you give energy and focus to and attention to, wanted or unwanted. You must become more deliberate about what you think about and feel about. The law of attraction also states that each of the thought and the feeling you offer carries with a vibrational frequency to which the universe responds by giving you more of whatever you're vibrating towards. That's really what it is. It doesn't care whether your request is good or whether it's bad. It simply responds to what you're putting out in that process. The problem is that most of the time you're not aware of your vibration, the vibration that you're offering to everyone else and how you're coming across. You know how you get that feel from somebody when you first meet them? That's the vibration we're talking about. You simply respond to the things outside of yourself, current events and current news. How people treat you, how the stock markets are, how money is made, how your children are doing at school, or whether or not your team wins in that process. It's amazing how many people get bent out of shape because their football team doesn't win. And when you think about the process of that and what you're going through and the torment that you're putting their system through, is that really worth it? Understand. Your response, you're responding by feeling positive or negative in that situation. So unfortunately, when you merely respond unconsciously to what's currently happening around you, never offering deliberate thought about what you want in the future, you can stay stuck in your current condition forever. This is why most people in their lives never seem to change. They get stuck in the cycle of recreating the same reality over and over. The universe faithfully responds to negative vibration that they are sending out as a result of that and sends it back to them. What you put out is what you get back. Behavior breeds behavior. It's the first thing I was taught when I went to work with Standard Life. Whatever you put out, you get back. And you get back at full intensity. So if you put out good things, what do you think you're going to get back as a result of that? Compared with the offering positive thoughts instead, feeling excited, enthusiastic, passionate, happy, joyful, loving, appreciative, abundant, prosperous, relaxed, and peaceful. These are all thoughts that give us of positive vibrations in your life. By constantly feeling bored, anxious, worried, confused, sad, lonely, angry, resentful, disappointed, frustrated, overwhelmed, stressed out, or depression, gives off negative vibrations. The law of attraction responds either way. It makes no difference to it. It brings more of what you're vibrating towards. It's shocking to most people, I understand that, but to learn that life they're living now is a result of their thoughts and vibrations they've offered in the past is revolutionary. You are where you are because of the things you thought about or done in the past that have led you to this conclusion. If you like where you are, fantastic. If you don't, you need to change your thought process. Even more exciting is the learning to the creating the future of your dreams. You need not change your thoughts or vibrations from this day forward if you've actually in a positive way. How you'd be feeling if you're already with these thoughts and feelings and lifestyles and experience that you want. The perfect job, the perfect relationship, the world travel, the amount of money you've always wanted to have. So start intentionally creating your future. To become more intentional about your thoughts, you offer the universe. You'll need to decide what you actually want, but also participate, feeling those emotions you'll experience when you have it. Fake it till you make it. Used to hear that a lot of times. But this is kind of along that lines. Not being delusional, but working towards that. Perhaps you want to change your career, move to another state, win a major professional award. Have your own TV show, or recover from a major illness. How would you feel once you've arrived at that goal? What would you be doing throughout your day? Who would you be spending that time with? The more you focus and talk about what you do want instead of what you don't want, the faster you manifest your dreams and your goals. Your mind will think like a GPS system, remember, like the one on your smartphone or in your car. With every picture you visualize, you're inputting the destination you want to get to in that process. Every time you express a preference for something, you're expressing an intention to get to there. A table by the window, front row seats at a conference, first class tickets, a room with an ocean view, a loving relationship. These images and thoughts are all sending requests to the universe. I used to look at some of these stadium events I went to in terms of music events, and I used to look at the box offices and people that were in the boxes and think, I want to be there one day. I have been there, and I am there. But only because I thought about that and I worked towards that. I wanted to do that. There's other things in my life that I've actually thought about. It actually manifested itself to retire before I was 40. To become a company director before I was 30. But these are other stories. Use the words that focus the universe on what you actually want. Of course, how you state your goals is very important to focusing on the process. Instead of saying, I want to get out of debt, which keeps you in the mind of focus on debt, or you now have, say, I'm living a life of abundance and wealth. Words like these keep you in a positive state of thought. Be similarly careful when you talk about other people with your current situation. Talking about the way things are and describing that you're going on in your current reality actually creates more of the same actually in your future, because you're talking about what's happening now. By thinking about the voicing the opinions about your current situation, you're actually prescribing your future as a result, rather than simply describing the present. The difference between the two was dramatically brought home when a few years ago, Mark Victor Hansen flew to New York in recognition of positive impact of a Chicken Soup for the Soul book, which Jack Canfield wrote. On the flight to New York, he sat next to a man who spent his entire trip about how terrible the world was, and the government, the economy, and the crime, and the corruption, the pollution, how ungrateful and out of control teenagers were, and on and on and on. This man was truly unhappy. But when Mark went out for the late dinner afterwards, the award ceremony, all we could talk about were all the wonderful things that were happening in our lives and our recent successes. And this is what he says, the projects that we're working with and how we can help each other as a result. Having a positive outlook, using future thinking language, and being in the best state of expectancy about what's good that's coming up in your life is the best way to ask the universe to deliver the exact same things, people and experiences that you actually want out of life. So replace negative images and thoughts with positive ones. You need to do that. In the same way that you can write the script for your exciting future in life, you can prevent the things that you don't worry, but keeping in mind of them at the same time. Whatever you see are the things that you don't want in life, make the conscious decision not to think about them. Stop thinking about them. Stop in your tracks. If you start to think negatively, just stop doing it. Write them down, talk about them, push them aside, and then join the groups with the focus. Write it on a bit of paper, rip it up or burn it and throw it in the rubbish. It's out of your mind and it's away. Gone. Negative thought. Don't think about it ever again. Whenever you catch yourself worrying or focusing on the lack of, or quickly replacing negative thoughts with pictures of feelings or emotions that you enjoy, that you want to really do as a result of it. So replace them with the positive thoughts. This is the intentional daydreaming. A great use of the positive power of visualization, something which we'll discuss later on. Whenever you slip into judging yourself or someone or something else, realize that you're focusing on what you don't want. Take action, shift your thinking. Civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King, his greatest speech was not titled, "I have a complaint." It was called, "I have a dream." And when Mother Teresa asked why she didn't participate in the anti-war demonstrations, she said, "I'll never do that. But as soon as you have a pro-peace rally, I'll be the first person there." Good morning, Alana. These great leaders knew that to be against something, to focus on your opposition to it, just creates more of it. This is why meditation, mindfulness, and paying attention are so important to what you do every day. You'll become more powerful in creating what you do want when you learn to focus on your attention and monitor your thoughts as a result of your positive feelings. So replace these negative thoughts and produce those feelings and with the projection of feelings, and replace the negative thoughts of resignation, hopelessness, and depression, fear and guilt and anger with more positive thoughts, and produce feelings of happiness, contentment, love, acceptance, hope, peace, and joy. So finally, ask for what you do want, then let the universe worry about how you'll get it. As I mentioned in Principle 3, decide what you want. Your only job is to focus on what you actually want. Don't worry about how to get it. That's the universe's job. And as we'll see, it's phenomenally good at aligning people with situations and money and resources and all the other things necessary to bring about your desired goals. Be more intentional by deciding exactly what you want. Focus on your thoughts. Then they will attract you to the people, the things, the experiences, and the match, the contentment and vibration of your thoughts. You gravitate to the people you are yourself, and they gravitate to you because they see you in them as a result. Behavior breeds behavior. But more intentionally, by deciding exactly what you want, focus your thoughts, you will attract people and things and experiences, and they match the contentment and vibration of your thoughts, as I said. Just like the GPS system I mentioned earlier. When you present your goals to the universe, it's a powerful technology that you'll be surprised and dazzled about what it delivers. This is where the magic and the miracles truly happen. It's the same for Christmas and Christians and other people and with faith who are living their true dreams and fears and desires over God. My thoughts are not your thoughts, said the Lord in Isaiah 55:8. Nor are my ways your ways. As for the heavens are higher than earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. And I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll talk about step 2, which is believe that you'll get what you want and then take action towards that.